Hey there, Laura. How's it going? This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more pet owners to your business. And oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who they can trust. I have found by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Just shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. So content. Most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the home page. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. Right now, your site is sitting at about 497 words. I also went ahead and I pulled up your top competitor in the area, Chesapeake. I pulled up theirs so that we can see where they're at right now, and they're at 523 words. This is very beatable, by the way. And just to give you an idea on content, so everything that you see highlighted is what Google looks at when they scan your website. So even photos that you add to your website, you want to make sure that those have the appropriate naming for them. So wellness is preventive. So this one doesn't have like correct keywording to it. So you want to make sure all the photos that you add do have that. And keywords, if you're not familiar, are special words or phrases that people search up each month to help resolve issues or concerns that people are searching or looking for each month. And you guys miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords on your website. And just to give you a little bit more context of what I mean, this over here is Ahrefs. This is a tool that essentially gives me behind the scenes details that Google looks at when it comes to ranking a site. And I ran a quick scan of you and your competitor just to look at a couple of things on here. And one of the things being, wrong order. One of the things being your organic keywords, and you guys are ranking for 96 keywords at the moment. Let's go take a look at what some of these keywords are. All right, and just by looking at these 5 right here, I can see like these aren't the most optimized for people who are trying to find you. And just to give you more detail on that, so you don't want people to just be finding you because of your name. You want to think about the people who don't know your business name, right? So you want to be able to have certain different types of keywords for you. Like you don't want just your name to be the keyword that you have. And just to give you a better idea, this is your top competitor. They're ranking for 387 keywords at the moment. All right, and here are a few examples of theirs. This is perfect. This is a good one. This is another example of a good keyword. And this one's also really great if you guys do emergency care stuff. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take a keyword just to give an example, and I'm going to place it into Google just to show you what pops up, right? And now we're going to get into the next 2 things the last 2 things that I want to talk about. And the first one being citations. What's a citation and why does that matter? And that's to understand why that matters, we're just going to look at this here section right here, which is called the map pack here. Sorry, the map pack, aka the Google Maps section. And this right here displays your business's name, address, and phone number. So this is how Google verifies it gives relevance to your local business. And basically your name, address, and phone number is another name for are your citations. And how to actually show up in maps is actually pretty simple. So as you can see, you guys aren't placed on the top 3 right here, and this is where you want to be because this is where people click on, right? And right here we have this is right here, this is an ad, and ads can actually, they can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, which is your website, isn't dialed in. So you'll want to be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure your site will actually convert. So this up here is where you want to be, but people click on. Also, think of people who have ad blockers, right? They're not going to see this stuff, so it's good to not rely solely on ads. So just to give you an idea of going back to our conversation about citations. So this is an illustration of what I mean by citation. So you want to distribute your name, address, and phone number across hundreds of directories, including Yelp, BBB, CityStar, and even Facebook. And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor so that you can gain more trust in them from Google, and this pushes you above them in the map pack. And how to actually do that is pretty simple. So there are sites out there that tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down the list and match those directories. So we don't want to just stop there though, right? We want to dominate them online. So whatever your competitor has in citations, we want to get what they got and then add 50 to 100 more so that it takes them a long time to catch up. Last thing I'd like to go over with you is our backlinks or link juice. And this is the third pillar that will really help you to dominate on Google. So as you can see, when we looked up this special little keyword, we could see, as you guys are I'm pretty sure you guys are aware, you're not on the first page on Google. And the top 3 is where you want to be because, again, this is where people click. People don't go to the bottom of Google. Most people don't even know what the bottom of Google looks like. So in order to get up there, you want to have authority. And how to get authority comes back down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So for example, if you get a blog, a local blog about dog care, linking back to you guys, and that's amazing, right? But you don't want something, like a Pizza Hut, right? Link it to you. That's not so great because you guys don't sell pepperoni last time I checked, right? So going back over to Ahrefs, this is a good tool to take a look at backlinks. And we're just going to take a look at how many backlinks you guys have. You guys are sitting at 194. Not bad. But it's not really dominating at the moment. Let's take a look at your top competitor. Right, and they're sitting at 244 backlinks, right? And how to actually go about getting those backlinks is kind of similar to going at the citation. So there are sites. Ahrefs is a good example, like I said. So with Ahrefs, we can actually see exactly which sites are linking to your competitor for their backlinks. And what we would do is we will go and get those same links for your business. And so, but we want to get like the good and quality ones so that you guys can rank up more higher than them, right? So getting to the top it's not magic. It's just a method that I've shown you today. Right, so in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words, citations. You want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies, today you can be number 1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what do I do now? You can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm so cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hear from you. Have a great day. And also, regardless of what you guys decide to do, I would love to hear your feedback and thoughts on what you thought of this video. Bye.